I see that you're really enjoying it and having a lot of fun with it. And I'm glad that you found a job in the same niche. And I can imagine that it's taking a lot of time to get like a design like that in place. What would you estimate for, all right, maybe not for such an elaborate design as the ship, but maybe for smaller, simpler designs, how much time does it take to create one approximately?
Well, it really depends, as you say, on how elaborate it is. But for example, that punch thing, where did I put it? Yeah, that yoke, I came up with the design of that entirely on my own. This is 100% my creation, with the exception of the spacing of the holes, which need to interface with other technology. That I think took me about a day to come up with that design, and then printing it out probably took about 4 or 5 hours. I can't really remember. It's a while since I printed that. So you can rapidly prototype things, and that's the term, rapid prototyping. That is really the main use that 3D printing has been put to in industry applications. It massively reduces the amount of time it takes to get to a production-like prototype.
Awesome. Yeah, I can imagine that some engineering teams just 3D print something out just to get a physical feel for something, and then they refine it, and then they create a real product either through traditional terms or just 3D print a better version of it.
This is iteration number 6 of this punch, and it's not the final one, but that's exactly what I'm doing with these. Because when it comes to an item that needs to carry out a physical activity, like a punch, to punch holes in paper, you need to print it to test. And for example, one of the reasons this one is not the final version is because the punch pieces do not fit through the holes, and that's in part because of that unpredictability of the pivot point I was talking about there. So that's an example of iterative prototyping using 3D printing.
Just to comment on this design, I feel like the dots on the top shouldn't they be sharper to punch through paper?
They should, yeah. And that's another thing that prototyping it physically helps with, because in the case of this item, my manufacturing method is going to be 3D printing. So I need to print it out to check, does my do my sharply modeled teeth, so to speak, come out sharp? And the answer here is no. So I need to think about, do I reorient this? Is there some modification I need to make to the printer to get it around those corners sharper?
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.